What's going on, everybody? It's been a long day at work. Thought I'd update you guys on the cycling process. So, uh, as soon as I've been feeding it, I think I dropped about a cube of mysis shrimp uh, in the tank and started reading ammonia. As soon as I did that, I dropped in the biospira. It took about 3 days to get rid of the ammonium nitrite, and maybe even 2 days. And then I had nitrate, and as soon as I detected the nitrate falling, I got impatient and I got this little clown, and so I hope nobody hates me for that. But I've been monitoring the nitrate every day, and right now it was dropping. I got the clown in here, and it was dropping, but now it's like hovering right at around 20 parts for nitrate, between 10 and 20. And I'm feeding this guy a good bit of mysis just to make sure he's eating. He's still sticking around the glass, just swimming around the glass, which in my experience most of the clowns I got do that for a good while, sometimes weeks. But other than that, it seems okay. Ran into some issues where I kind of feel like I got a little bit scammed out from a couple of things. Number one, talk about the Kessel light. The Kessel, the light itself it exceeded my expectations. There's a good part and a bad part. As far as the light itself, I mean, this thing it's the best. I don't think there's anything better than Kessel lights for this Reef aquarium. For to get a natural shimmer like you see here, you can't. But also the other thing is, if you look back in my other videos, you see the AI primes. This video I'm shooting right now is at 60 frames per second, and in the other videos you can see the AI prime starts to have like a flicker effect on the camera, where you can tell that I guess because it's starting to match up on the hertz of the I'm not really a mechanical engineer on these descriptions. I guess the hertz, the frame rate, or the light rate is actually flickering at a specific hertz, and it's apparently doing about 60, I would say, because it starts matching with the camera frames per second, to where you start seeing that effect of those lines in the flashes going in. You can take a look back at those videos, you'll see that. This light does not do that. I mean, you can see it, it does not have that effect on the camera, which leads me to believe that this is beyond that, at, you know, maybe 120 or higher, or constant, if that's possible on the LEDs. But that just tells you the quality that you get when you buy something like an AI prime, which isn't bad, but the effect on coral growth, I don't know. Probably does have an effect, maybe. I mean, this is definitely, if you're going for natural sunlight, I don't think it gets any closer than this, than Kessel's. With that being said, the bad part about it is this gooseneck, forgive the messy desk. The gooseneck, you buy the gooseneck and you mount the Kessel, usually it's mounted straight here, it comes off here, and you have to bend the whole arm down, and it's kind of like, I feel scammed out of it, because when you do that, you can't ever bend the whole thing straight, vertical, and down. It's constantly gonna be at an angle like this. You just cannot get it right, and it seems to me like, you know, you're selling a insufficient arm for a light, and then on top of that, when you go to find out you need the 90-degree angle, that they're selling this, it's just this piece right here, like a little piece of hardware, and they're selling it for $20, and I can't help but think the thing only costs maybe $2 to manufacture, $3, I don't know, whatever it is. It's kind of ridiculous to me that they would sell you an arm that's insufficient and then overcharge you for a 90-degree angle. You know, I'm all about, you know, it's a good light and everything, but at a point you're like, that's just kind of shady. Besides that, I'm starting to get some a little bit of, oh, I'm falling down here, starting to get a little bit of diatoms, and from what I remember, I think diatoms feed on like silicates until they just starve out. And it is on the live rocket. This is kind of falling on the live rock in a strange pattern. It's kind of spotty. Maybe it's not. I just forgot how it was in the beginning. Not really on the sand. Other than that, I'm trying to take care of this little guy the best I can. Nowhere close to putting corals in here until the tank definitely matures a little more. I'll probably give it another month or two, and even then it's probably cutting it maybe close to me. Another thing, you can see this funky thing I got going on with that reactor back there. They give you the worst elbows and arms for the Phospan, the Two Little Fishes Phospan 150 reactor. These right here, I've had this for a while, but I'm just letting you guys know about it. These are soft, like silicone elbows. Those are, I can only hope to think that it's only a matter of time until they will get a pinhole leak somewhere and start squirting out water all over the place. I got these from Home Depot, hard, kind of like PVC. I don't see those ever failing. It's not the prettiest sight until I figure out how I can get that a little bit neater. And I have a tiny little pump back there. That's another thing. So I guess this whole update is about the problems of buying this new setup and the issues that I'm having. Nothing major, nothing unsolvable, but I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the stock pump is ridiculously annoying. It's kind of actually quieted down since I first got it. It was louder. I got a cheap little pump from Amazon that's doing the job of the flow here. It's actually completely dead silent. I forgot the manufacturer, but it's 120 gallon per hour pump with you have an adjustable back end, so you can adjust the flow directly on the pump. Don't even need this valve really. I had a Cobalt MJ600 and it was just too strong, and when I tried to adjust the flow down, that thing made an immense amount of noise. Alright, so I guess I'm going to talk about the last thing. I pretty much kind of got scammed on Amazon in a way. I ordered the LED strip lights, grow lights, which is basically that same color that you see that back there, the red, 3 LED, 1 blue, 3 red, 1 blue, to give you that glow for the plant growth. So I ordered that, and it said Amazon Prime, and I'll show you the box here. I have the box from this manufacturer. They send you this. It says Amazon Prime, receive item in 2 days, 3 days or something. I have a Prime account, so I bought it. These assholes freaking made a dummy. They're like using Prime to their advantage and made a dummy like postage stamp and with a tracking number and everything, and the day came, it said delivered. I didn't get anything. I emailed them back. They said, oh, sorry, we're gonna send you another one, or we're gonna update your tracking and we're shipping out now. So then they said it was to UPS, or it was one or the other, but they told me it was one, but it was really the USPS tracking number. They didn't even know what the right tracking number was, and it took them a week to actually give me that tracking number, because I guess they ran out of stock. I don't know what happened, but then they made me wait a good 2 weeks for this thing. And then I get this thing today. I open up the box, and there's freaking nothing in here, but this power cord. There's no lights or anything. So loss on that. That pissed me off. It's one thing, get it in 3 days and you find it like this, email them, oh, there's a problem, there's nothing in the damn box, send me the right stuff. No, after all that, I'm like, I want a refund. But luckily, I had this, what do you call this? I bought this a long time ago, Par 38 bulb grow light. And you can get that pretty much the same price. And I'm kind of just going to lean on this, and I ended up just trying to get the same effect of, lights hitting the Chaeto all around. So I took aluminum foil just to make kind of like a light reflector. and it seems to be working quite well. And there are issues about those LED strip lights heating the Chaeto reactors and busting them out. Actually, when I was reading the reviews for these Chaeto reactor, the LED strip lights that people were using on these Chaeto reactors that they're ordering from China and all this, that they are getting extremely hot and busting these like phosphane reactor or just any regular reactor. It was just basically busting them up open. So right now, I mean, I have this Par 38 light. It's not wrapped directly around it, but there's no heat problem that will ever happen on this. It's absolutely cool. There's not enough. You're not directly contacting the lights to, you know, your plastic reactor. So I might just stick with this and just for a better peace of mind. I guess let me know your thoughts on my little issues I got here, but really nothing major. Biggest piss off was the seller on Amazon basically scammed me, I guess. I don't know. Or just crappy service. But yeah, the growth on the Chaeto, it is growing, but I really don't want to make a report on that until after the tank is established and a little more dialed down. But right now it's okay. Little issues. I expected issues. I expected maybe a noisy pump here and there and all this stuff. You know, didn't expect Kessel to send me a crappy ass arm and then need another $20 extra part on top of that. That it should have came. It honestly should have came with the arm. I don't know. But other than that, comment your thoughts or questions. And I'll answer them as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.